Awesome. At least the load is quick. We got that going for us. Starting off more cowbell. I got a fever. So now that they switch sides, I wonder if things will change a bit, especially because they have an Ivern. When I'm playing Ivern, I usually want to start on blue side because it's a lot easier to steal red. The blue side is pretty much making sure they're not going to get counter ganked or counter jungle at level 1. If you guys ever go against an Ivern, tell your whole team to watch every entrance. I will bet you 80% of the time he is going to go for that easy red steal. Or honestly, any sort of steal.
Minions have spawned.
Let's see here. Top lane is, I think the Yasuo top pick is pretty good to go against Gnar, just because Gnar is a weird champion. He's considered range in his baby form. So he'll be able to block a lot of Gnar's damage, while probably returning on his own. Personally, if you see a Sejuani first pick and you're the jungler, I'm not saying Ivern is the wrong pick, but Sejuani's main weakness is the fact that she can't really fight early levels. She's really just a punching bag. So if you want a direct counter to Sejuani, a good one will probably be someone like, let's say, Lee Sin or Kha'Zix or someone like that, where you can actually abuse the fact that Sejuani has no really offensive or defensive play before level 6. Oh my gosh, with that thunder prop, exactly what I was saying. Victor is just a bully with his laser. Looks like everyone's being a little bit more aggressive. Top lane looks like he's doing a little bit better against the enemy top laner. Or I'm sorry, Gnar Hoj is doing a little bit better. Probably because he's actually on his main champion. I wonder if it's actually going to be good enough to ban for next game if they notice that he does well. Good kiting by Gnar. Yep. Wow, Sejuani is actually the one in the offensive this time, being able to counter jungle Ivern. That's pretty interesting considering that Ivern can just go through jungle camps so quickly. Despite the fairly easy kiting by Gnar, he's still behind a couple CS. Remember folks, it's being able to poke your champion, the enemy champion, is important, but never at the cost of CS. Learn how to CS first before you can go into more offensive strategies. Yasuo's doing an amazing job just keeping things at bay and mitigating damage and returning it, as it looks like. Unfortunately, got hit by that tornado. Waiting for this Leona play, but it's going to be kind of rough because not only is Alistar in the way, being able to push Leona out, but also Silver can block a lot of the damage with her spell shield. Return tornado right now. Oh no, I hope Gnar didn't accidentally... Oh my gosh, what an amazing play. Gnar realizing that he was going to turn at that moment, baiting into Yasuo, thinking that, oh, he's vulnerable, but quite the opposite. This is pretty good damage, but unfortunately Syndra doesn't have her ult yet, so she has not that much killing potential. I didn't realize this, but Victor actually has Flash and Ghost. Looks like he might be going for the more ganking strategy, being able to go up and down. I wonder what Yasuo's going to do right here. Going. Let's see how Ivern is doing to Sedge. Okay, Ivern is 4 CS ahead. But they're pretty much the same. Nar's having a... Nar can't go in until he starts building up a little bit more rage. Otherwise, he's just going to get chunked by Yasuo. Especially if Yasuo gets a lucky crit. He's really baiting it well. Ivern trying to make something happen. Good wind block to block off Ivern's snare. Well, unfortunately, Ivern is not exactly the paragon of damage. He really needed Gnar there. Going in for the second gank, but Yasuo has the shield. Good try, Ivern. I like the creativity. This time, Tristan is doing a little bit of a better job farming. No, never mind. She was just a little bit ahead in the minion wave. They are almost even. But it looks like Blue is going to be lost to Sejuani. That's a huge... can't get away. That's a huge disadvantage for Ivern. He really needs all that mana. I believe a turning point for this game is probably going to be Dragon. It is the Fire Drake. So that's going to affect a lot of the player's damage, which can cause them to snowball into the late game. Alright, right here, she's going for the burst, but couldn't get it. Had she landed with the Q, I do believe that she could have 100-0 Victor right there. This is very scary. This is very scary for Victor because he is pretty much one combo away from dying. Victor picking up the blue buff that Ivern leaves behind. Good damage from top lane. But it looks like they're just going to end up trading. This might be getting rougher and rougher for Yasuo. There we go. Good. Oh no! He can't get. He can't escape now. He just used escape to go into Yasuo's side of the field. Top lane might be able to get another. There you go. Slow him down before you shoot out the snare. That was absolutely gorgeous. Trapping him within turret distance. And letting the turret do the rest. Nothing much Ivern can do here, except for maybe the minions might be able to handle it. Oh! That was so good! Bought enough time for the CD, and he just ends up throwing a Q to finish off Yasuo. Very good salvage by Ivern. Yep. If you are a jungler, whenever something like that happens, make sure that you push the lane in for your top laner so that the enemy top laner doesn't get as much CS. And it looks like they're going in for a gank. Sejuani showing the might of the CC. But Ivern might be able to save him with maybe a shield and a snare. Yasuo is teleporting up top. And everyone gets away for it. That could have been a really scary situation. Good reaction by blue team. Let's see if Nar is going to be able to get away with taking that. That was a mighty fight for some wards. Sejuani is going to try to land a stun here. I mean, not Sejuani, Syndra. Right now, the only thing stopping red team in the bot lane from deleting Omni Hannibal is literally just Alistar and the spell shield. There you go, going for another root, but Sejuani's here to pretty much support him this time. Is Daisy going to be able to pop him up with just 3 autos? But it doesn't look like they'll have the damage to take out Sejuani. Yasuo going in to finish off Gnar. He gets it. Now they're turning on Ivern. Ivern has no escapes. He just ends up using his shield. Let's see. Yep. And there goes Ivern. Oh, there's going to be a power play on bot as well. Let's see if Leona is going to be able to get away. And she will. Teleport top to help Victor try and mitigate the farming on top and also not losing top lane. Sejuani going back to jungle. Those were amazing plays by Blue. I think that was they are officially ahead now instead of just teetering back and forth. A whole 0.7k. That play by Alistar, I believe, shook up Tristana a little bit. Understanding that one wrong move, she can easily die. She should be backing, because right now they're just getting free farm. It seems that, right here. Yep. Ivern trying to do a cheeky steal. Oh. Yasuo's trying to go in again. Throwing out the preemptive wind. Victor meeting Sejuani in river. See, he's trying to make a play over here. But nothing comes from it except for losing their red ward. Heartbreaker. Going back to top lane. He gets the ult going in. Not only does he get the ult, but he also gets it in the middle of his jump, so he has to blow a flash to get away. So far, Gnar has been getting some really good escapes. But escaping is going to be able to save him at all. He can't keep doing that. He's running out of flash CDs. Just unusual farming in bot lane. Looks like there's going to be a double gank at top. Let's see if Ivern can make something happen. Oh, he doesn't realize that there's a ward there though. Oh my gosh. And that's the reason why Sejuani is so high tier. She can go in, throw her giant ult, which is so hard to dodge. Anything less than a flash, you'll probably get caught by it. And of course, Syndra cleaning it all up. That happened at almost minimal effort. I like this play a lot more with Sejuani actually focusing on mid instead of other lanes. And now they're going to be able to get their first Infernal Drake. It's sitting out there for quite a while, but they finally got it. Very good play. taking out mid, going for dragon, knowing that there is no way for the enemy to contest unless they want to walk into a 4v3. At that point, you almost want to welcome it. Seems like this Gnar gave this Yasuo too much time to farm. He's actually quite ahead right now, and Gnar not going to be able to do anything about it. Getting a nice little scuttle there. Good ward coverage, guys. Being able to take out your opponent's wards and also putting up your own wards. Ivern really camping out that top lane. Oh no. But Tristana gets away. Now they're going to turn on Leona, but Leona might be a little too tanky for that. Top lane's trying to do some action of their own. Yasuo taking them all 1v2. Sejuani just ruining the party for red team. Whatever advantage red team has, Sejuani completely destroyed it. But then again, I didn't think Yasuo really needed the help. And here it is, first tower going to blue team. And red team, Alistar ulting in, knowing that he can take on the turret for ages. Leona is just doing her best, but Alistar is just too tanky for that turret. There you go. At least mid got tower as well. That's arguably the most important tower in the game, just the mid first tower. But they're gonna lose two top lanes. Leona doing her best to just keep things alive in bot lane. Taking a lot of damage while at it. Now they're gonna go for Rift Herald. Victor is backing, so... And there's absolutely no wardage around it. It's going to be a free Rift Herald. If they end up getting this, that means that mid tower is basically just as good as done. Right now, Sivir is in a good place. Her whole team's doing well, meaning that when the moment she ults, she's basically telling her whole teammates to go win. And in all honesty, they're strong enough where they can just run in whenever. There you go. Good ward control by blue team, taking care of all of reds while putting down their own. Ivern is going to see if he can make a play. The wombo combo between Alistar and Yasuo, they're going diving in. Alistar taking all of the damage of the turret, again, not caring at all. But let's see if they're going to turn it on Sivir. Sivir's Fellowship taking care of everything, but she's going a little too deep. And she ends up biting the dust. Yasuo going as ham as possible. Let's see if we can get a couple more lucky crits in. There it is, the Sivir ult. She held it the whole time. Sejuani coming in late, but it's always a good time for her ult. This is completely in blue team's favor. Despite getting top lane, it doesn't really matter much because now they have Rift Herald. That's going to walk down bot lane. A little too greedy backing there. Come on, guys, this is a solo queue. Oh my gosh. And Yasuo already has his ult. That's insane low cooldown. Maybe I need to start brushing up on my Yasuo before something like that happens to me. Now they're just walking in bot lane. Rift Herald tanking it all, dealing all the damage with the last tower. What a bunch of nice guys. They're just gonna walk away saying that we dealt enough damage. I guess not. All they want now is to take out mid tower. And if anyone could take it real fast, it's definitely Sivir with her W proc, giving her insane attack speed. Is anybody going to react to mid here? Alright, they're going to be converging. Let's see if Leona's going to go win, or is Ivern going to start it? Ivern starts it by snaring Alistar, but the tower already went down. They lost all of their advantage of damage. There's almost like a giant 10k difference now. I suppose they might as well grab Mountain Drake while they're at it.
I treasure this essence.
This is quite unfortunate. Ivern dies off late game, pretty much relying on his early farming and counter jungling to carry him into late game, but he wasn't able to do any of that. He was focusing a lot in top lane, which isn't a bad idea. Because Yasuo, if there was any character you want to shut down, it's definitely Yasuo. But it ended up feeding him a lot of kills. Looks like it's red team's turn to counter push. There you go. Good guy Ivern donating some mana to Sivir. There's a lot going on right now. If I had to guess what's going to happen is they might be trying to push the lane so they can go for Baron. A very dangerous tactic, but it could pay off if it follows up. But Sejuani's just engaging. Good thing for her, she didn't blow anything while the enemy team blew one of the most important ults for the enemy team, which is Leona's. So now Leona's going to have a much harder time trying to appeal for ADC. Yasuo trying to fish for some more CDs, but it looks like someone got caught out. Nard just got caught out, thinking his team was probably going to go in, but ended up going in and dying for himself. Ivern getting caught now. The amount of CC on Blue's team is just absolutely insane. It's still going. And Alistar being able to tank it all, and Sejuani being able to tank it all. There's really not much red team can do. Yep, here we go. Alistar just tanking it. They got their first inhib. Unfortunately, all the other lanes are pushed, so they can't keep this inhib destroying train on the run. Clearing out whatever little jungle camps red team has. Just because the last thing you want to do is accidentally let red team catch up through jungling and farming. The hard part here is really just trying to lock down Yasuo. I believe he's the majority of the damage for the whole blue team. Having it being 15-2 is not very good feeling. I commend Gnar for keeping up with Yasuo's farming, because Yasuo is one of the more easier farmers late game, but Gnar has been keeping up despite being behind. Alright, it looks like we're going to go in for the final battle. It doesn't look like they're even going to try to go for Baron. They're gonna see if they can catch anyone off guard here, but unfortunately there's no wards in any bushes, so nothing's happening. Red team doesn't have any wards either, so this could just be a free Baron for blue. Let's see, they're gonna try. Good job by Yasuo, pushing out bot lane, giving out the red herring that they're gonna be pushing bot, but instead it just distracts them from the real threat, which is Baron at the moment. Free Baron for blue team. If you thought it was an uphill battle for red before, it's a mountain now. Yasuo staying bot, so now they can actually completely abuse the Baron buff. So they try to take. So red team tries to defend tower from top, which is no easy feat. They also have to block out Yasuo's super minions in bot, and there's no way they can block him. It's just Ivern. Let's. Red team doing a pretty good job of clearing out the minion wave. Oh, and of course, there's super minions in mid. Talk about being attacked on every front. That's exactly what I'm talking about. They're going to try to focus on one front, but unfortunately the other fronts are being destroyed by Yasuo. Just taking out another inhib. Blue team not having to do much except for look at them. Sejuani is just picking off Victor, one of the red team's strongest carries. And now they're just picking them off one by one. Ivern's next. And now it's Leona. Leona's tanky, but not that tanky. And I believe this is game. Almost a complete team wipe. But with Baron buff, there's nothing much Red can do from here. There you go, Nar. That's the spirit. Oh no.